Marketing a video game is really hard. Unless you got buff Colonel Sanders in your game or a Halo 3 Mountain Dew, it's gonna be hard trying to get your game to stand out, which is why so many games are overshadowed by big franchises. So it makes sense why there's so many flops. But Sony still hasn't figured that out, because they decided to give $400 million to a live service game that was made by a new studio. That's like giving a gun to a child. You know that's gonna backfire. Also, Concord had such compelling characters as Yellow Trash Can Man and Diabetic Medic with prosthetic psychokinetic. Concord probably wasn't a terrible game. It was just in a highly competitive market, and it was also boring and lame. Also, Astrobot was made by Sony as well and only had 45 times less budget than Concord, and was more successful and also greater in every way. One that everyone here probably knows is the E.T. game, basically cited as like one of the worst games ever.
Saw you as a hero after that day.
Hero? You're talking to a villain, my dear. The hero inside of me died many, many years ago.
Actually, second worst. But this game was clearly meant to cash in on the E.T. movie that everyone knows is good, and so they made one of the worst games out of E.T. It was also right on time to the video game crash of 1983, hence why it is considered to be the cause of it. I thought there would be more to say about this game, but I mean, it's just simple. The game just kinda sucks. Multiverse is probably the best concept for a video game out of any of the games I'm going to talk about. Because, I mean, this is a game where you can make Rick from Rick and Morty beat up LeBron James for free, and it was just an amazing idea. In theory. It mainly failed because Warner Bros. Failed to keep up with the updates, and instead of adding Walter White into the game, they added Black Adam so they could promote the upcoming Black Adam movie. But it was also just a beta. So when in 2024 they released the full version of Multiverses, the player counts rose again, and dipped again because it got repetitive again, and you didn't help that the gameplay seemed way slower than the original, and not as fast-paced as you think a fighting game would be. So yeah, Warner Bros. Dropped basketball pretty hard here. Also, it wasn't just bad games that flopped. Like, Conker's Bad Fur Day actually flopped at launch despite getting critical acclaim and now being remembered fondly. It only sold about 700,000 copies, mainly because it was released late on the N64's lifestyle, the mature humor, and the limited marketing. And it wasn't just Conker. This happened also to Psychonauts and Okami, both selling less than 200,000 copies on launch, but were both critically loved. And after 18 years, Okami finally got an announcement of a sequel at the Game Awards, so it's not as simple as getting a lot of money. Rocksteady was basically on top after making 4 consistently good open-world Batman games, but instead of going for the Batman Beyond idea, they thought it was a better idea to make a Left 4 Dead Suicide Squad game where you kill the Justice League because they're evil now. This game is a 4-squad co-op game, which meant that you have to spend like $280 just to get a full squad in this crap-ass game. And the fact that they had to retcon this game from the Arkhamverse, and that it went on a 90% sale, not even a year out. Yeah, I think this game wasn't a hit. A lot of the games that I mentioned were butt games, but even some good games can flop from a lack of marketing. So it really just shows how important marketing is. And yeah, that's just crazy, Frog.